just in case. Sorry, my fault.
Yeah, thank you. Some time ago, I decided to pay my mom a visit on a weekend, and I thought of how much I'm missing out from my house. I've been away at my base, so I decided to pay her a visit so that I can pack some soup, so that I could have something I'm eating in my base. So I entered the bus. In fact, if I tell you that my mom cooks very well, she cooks very well. Her soup can take you to the high heavens and back. So I felt like the smell of that soup is drawing me back home. So I entered the mass transit bus and then another bus to my destination. And on getting to my destination, I saw a very huge waste. That's it there. A waste dump that's oozing out a very bad breath. In fact, the sight of this dump sort of dried up the excitement of going back to my mama's house. And as a student and a researcher of how computers, digital devices can interact very well with humans, how humans can interact with digital devices, I thought of how I can use technologies, or how we can use technologies to make people to change their behavior towards disposing their waste or waste in public places. In fact, I had to conduct a research among the locals, the people living there. I conducted a study, and the study was, in fact, the people I interviewed were market men and women living there, then the civil servants, as well as students that are staying in that community. Meanwhile, I come from Nigeria, and my mom lives in Awka. Awka is a small town in Anambra, Nigeria. So I conducted an interview amongst the locals to find out what would make people to dispose of their wastes outside without putting it in a designated place. And I also tried to find out why the waste managers, the people that are saddled with the responsibility of packing the waste out, why they don't come to pack them out on time. So my findings shows that the attitude of people towards waste management is actually negative, despite these strategies put in place by the local council, such as the law and punishment. People would flout these rules. They will flout these rules and go to dispose of their waste at night when everybody must have gone asleep. And I also found out again that the waste managers do not know that the waste dump or the waste bucket is full. In fact, there is no means of communication between the citizens and the waste managers. And so, as somebody that researches about how technologies can be used to change or to influence people's attitudes and behavior, I don't know how I can design technologies that could provide opportunity for people to learn better behaviors, waste, of course, waste and waste disposal, having huge waste dumps on the streets have some negative effects, in fact, on our health and on the environment. So I thought of how I could use technology to build an application that could solve this problem. And I chose that as a topic of my research. And of course, this is what I designed. This is my app. This is the mobile app I designed that could help people to learn better ways to manage their waste. This particular app, this is the homepage of the app. It provides the menu options for both the users and the public managers. And that's the second one is the registration form through which data about the users can be captured. And that is one of the techniques I implemented. This particular one will help users to be able to see the nearest waste dump as they drive out or as they walk to their business places or to their offices. They could see the nearest waste dump on the streets, and they will be able to dispose their waste inside there instead of dropping it just flagrantly on the streets. And my app could also be able to allow the waste managers and the users to interact among themselves. In fact, as the users are going out to dump their waste, if they find out that a particular waste dump is full, they can just send a message or notification to the waste managers that the particular waste dump in so and so street is full, and the waste managers will just come and pack them away. And of course, this app allows the waste managers to be able to send notifications. This could be by email or by SMS to the users that their waste dues, their yearly waste dues are that it's time for them to pay their waste dues, and they can quickly get people to pay in their waste management levies. So this particular app, it has several other opportunities for people to be able to interact with the waste managers with the sole aim of ensuring that we dispose our waste properly. Finally, I just uploaded the site online. It's on mobilewastemanager.com.ng, and we are getting people to test this app. And we hope to interview them again. As many people that will test this app, we hope to interview them again in order to be able to find out what they think about it. And from the feedbacks we will get from them, we will redesign this app in order to be able to serve the purpose for which it was meant for. My take home, this is the expected behavior change. This is from the waste managers, and of course, the one we expect the users to learn. This app will enable the waste managers to be able to clear the waste dumps quickly out of the streets. So my take home message for us tonight is that if technologies can be designed appropriately, it can be used as a force for good. In fact, it can be used to change people's behaviors and attitudes. Thank you so much.